Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to load up GarageBand. You're going to click onto Instruments, and this is the one we're looking for, so Smart Drums. Go all the way across till you find it, click on it. What you're going to do, you're going to drag your kick down there, hi-hats and snare. Nice and simple. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to click the red button at the top, and that's going to be record, okay? And you can just leave that to go all the way across the top. It will go red, that means it's recording. And when it gets to the end, it should turn green. Like that. You can click the square, and that's to stop it, alright? This button here with all the grids, that's your brain. You're going to click that and it'll take you to this screen, alright? So there's our drum. So if you go back to the start using this thing, just slide it. Press the triangle and that's play. That's our drum part. Nice and easy. That's all you've got to do. First drum part, okay? Done. Now we're going to go down to this little sign, the plus sign. Tap that, we're going to add a new instrument. So we're going to go for smart bass. So if you look at the sheet, you'll see that you've got D minor, and then it goes to C, okay? You can either do this really simply with 1, or you can do 2. Alright, and all we're going to do is click the red button, and we're going to record that over the top. There we go, bass part done. So now, perfect. New instrument, so again, just did the arrow, bottom left hand corner, tap that. You're going to go to smart keyboard. This is exactly the same as the bass part, D minor and C. Again, you can either do it up here for the high notes, down there for low. It all has the sort of same effect, but again, you can either do 1 or twice on each. So again, click the red button to record. Piano part done. Back to our home screen. Easy. Plus sign again. Smart guitar. Exactly the same. D minor and C. Record. Back to our home screen. Now on that one, I kind of messed up a little bit. So if you tap your section, tap it again, and you'll get something that says edit. Okay, this is where we start relating to our hour of coding. So this is what we call MIDI. And what we're going to do is everything should be against the line. So if you have a look at mine, that part is, these parts really, it's not that far out. These ones are, that was a terrible one, okay, so I was completely out of time there. All you need to do is just drag, it's a bit time consuming, but just drag it back to that line, okay, and that will simply put it back in time, alright. When you're done, top, click done, easy as that, alright. So remember, tap, tap again, edit, and while we're here, if you don't like something, so say if it's too long to edit, tap it, and you've got delete there, alright? Now, so that's our basic part of the song. Perfect. Now, we're going to go to the plus sign again. You're going to go all the way to keyboard. Now, this is where we start getting a little bit tricky. So, for me, I've kind of got my fat fingers. You might be alright. you're going to play in the melody, okay? You can make it a bit wider in the sense that you can have more keys on the screen, but my fingers are too fat for that. So I like it on the nice thick one, and I'm going to put this up a few octaves. So all that means is when you're with your piano, it's where it's higher, okay? So all I did was tap these buttons along here. So as you can see, it's higher than 0. And I'm going to stick the sustain on. But this part, you are just going to record your main melody. So again, this is all on the sheet. All we're going to do, record that over our sort of backing track that we've got already. So here we go. So now we've got our Goyte song, nice and simple. All of that done within 5 minutes, nice and easy. Now, the way that you can sort of make this a little bit better is you can click the new instrument sign again, bottom left hand corner, little plus sign. You can go along to the audio recorder and you can find one of the vocalists in the class and record their vocals over the top of this. What you'll need to do if you do that is make sure you've got headphones plugged in so it's only their voice that's being picked up, because if you, as you can see, this is just picking up my voice, but if there was sort of lots of different music going on in the class, then you're going to really struggle to pick up the vocals. So that's what you can do with the vocalists. Or if we go back to our screen, what you can also do is start to remix this song. So up here with the spanner, top right, tempo is currently at 110. If I wanted like a drum and bass song, it's quite fast. Nice and simple. All that's done is speed it up. Again, you can slow it down. Then click onto the instrument that you've got. Right, so this is a hip hop drum machine. I'm going to go for house drum machine. And all I'm doing is changing the instruments. What that does though is, I didn't realise, gets rid of what I already had. So, in fact, I'm just going to undo. So, ignore that action, don't do that. However, bass, you can change, alright? So, currently on Liverpool, I'm going to go for this one. Back to our screen, the piano. Let's change that, so that is now going to be Solar Sailor. Back, guitar. Obviously you will want to listen to these different sounds and make sure you're picking sounds that actually work. I'm just doing this to show you quickly. And then on the main melody, let's swap that for Hyperdance. Okay, so now, without listening to it, this should hopefully have changed. Sounds a bit tacky, but in sort of 5 to 7 minutes you've got a remix song. If you want to adjust volume, so that Hyperdance one is really loud, slide across, simply just turn it down, and these are just your volumes, okay? Easy as that, okay? That is essentially it. When you're done, My Songs, it will instantly save it. You're then going to click Select, tap your project, up here to the top left with the little arrow. You've done all this before, Mail, fill in your name, send it to me, okay? So I can have a listen to what you guys have done today. That's it.